show, but he was a gracious loser. Here's ABC's George Pennacchio.
Week 7 of Dancing with the Stars came down to a dance-off between Jaleel White and Kim Johnson and Roshan Fagan and Chelsea Hightower. The judges chose to save Roshan, so Jaleel is out, but not without taking away more than just dance lessons.
Patience with yourself. You know, don't be anxious. In the beginning, it was petrifying. It kept me up at nights. Quite frankly, it kept me doing figures at 1 o'clock in the morning when my daughter was asleep. And I'm going to get some sleep now.
Jaleel found himself at the top of the leaderboard and near the bottom during his time on the show.
I'm just going to continue to do what my manager tells me to do, and that's just like step outside of my comfort zone.
You definitely did that with these.
This was such an amazing journey.
And the journey continues for the 6 remaining teams, including Melissa Gilbert and Maxim Shmerkovsky. The judges ranked them last this week, but viewer votes kept them out of the bottom 2.
I didn't want to go home. I wanted to stay. I want to keep dancing. I want to see this face every day. I'm crazy, maybe, but I do.
Next week, the teams will tackle ballroom and Latin dances, but the Latin round has a new twist. Each remaining team has picked an eliminated pro to join them to dance as a trio in a Dancing with the Stars first. Oh, that's the first time I've seen a little bit of worry in your face, Donald.
No worry at all. No, I just wanted to, I'm always doing something crazy, so no.
Next week, the remaining 6 couples each get 2 dances, and to go with it, a double elimination. In Los Angeles, George Pennacchio for ABC News.
And that's what's making news in America this morning.
Stay with us for Good Morning America, everybody. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great Wednesday.
Win a hot new iPad from ABC2. Like us on Facebook for more info.
You're watching the station that works for you. Good Morning Maryland at 4:30.
Today, the governor signs hundreds of bills into law, and look at some of the top bills to be signed.
And training today for Secret Service agents at Johns Hopkins following the prostitution scandal. Who's speaking and what those agents are expected to learn.
Also ahead this morning, if you're too busy to pack your lunch this morning, we have some tips on how to grab a quick bite without those fast food calories. Those stories are just ahead on this Wednesday morning, the middle of the week. Thanks for joining us. I'm Megan Pringle.
And I'm Charlie Krause, and let's start it off with a check of that forecast and say good morning to meteorologist Lynette Charles.
Good morning, you two. Good morning, everyone. We are dealing with a couple of showers on Maryland's most powerful radar as of now. So as you step out the door, you're going to want to take the rain gear with you once again. Just keep it around because we will have the chance for the showers and thunderstorms as we go throughout the day. We zoom in, and if your travels are taking you up I-83 towards Pennsylvania, as we cross that border, well, you are looking at some heavier rain now around Glen Rock and also New Freedom. Manchester, though, closer to home, looking at some wet weather, as well as Hampstead, some light rain across that area. As we slide a little bit further off towards the west, we are looking at Thurmont, where they're dealing with some showers coming in across that area. Also to the south of that around Woodsboro and Walkersville. And then maybe you're heading into Montgomery County today. Well, along I-270, you are looking at some wet roadways and some heavier little shower now around Laytonsville. I'll talk more about this, get you some temperatures in there as well. But right now, let's send it back over to Megan and Charlie.
A lot of construction to talk about this morning on the roadways. We take a live look out at 895 near O'Donnell. A number of construction sites out there, including 695 at Towson. That seems to be an ongoing project. Expect delays there. Also on the JFX this morning. Plan your commute accordingly and your alternate routes, of course, because you know those southbound lanes on both ways, north and south, will be closed. Also some construction here along 29 at Broken Land Parkway in between Highway 40 and 103 in Howard County. Expect delays there. Also, they've got the traffic cameras out this morning, getting those speeders as they fly by. So once again, consider yourself warned. We have a traffic alert for you this morning. Beginning tomorrow evening, all lanes of I-83 will be closed. All lanes. It's all part of an ongoing construction project that's caused delays along the JFX. How it will impact your commute and what you need to know. A live report coming up in just 15 minutes with ABC2's Linda So.
Another candidate in the GOP pool is expected to drop out today. Newt Gingrich's camp has said that he's going to drop out of the presidential race later on today, and he is expected to endorse his former opponent, Mitt Romney. And it is a big day in Annapolis. Governor Martin O'Malley is going to be signing bills passed during this year's legislative session.
Yeah, House Speaker Michael Bush and Senate President Mike Miller will also attend that ceremony, and they'll sign the legislation as well. ABC 2 News' Cherie Johnson's here with a look at some of those top bills. Cherie.
Well, Megan and Charlie, the bill signing takes place today at 2 p.m. in the governor's reception room at the State House. Governor Martin O'Malley will sign nearly 300 bills passed during this year's legislative session. The governor will sign a number of environmental bills today, including one to double the flush tax on septic systems from $30 to $60 to pay for improvements to municipal sewer systems. Now, the governor will also sign Felicia's Law. It requires state and local police to coordinate just a little better to help find missing children. The bill is named after Felicia Barnes. She was the North Carolina teenager who disappeared while visiting family in Baltimore City. She was later found murdered. Last week, her half-sister's boyfriend was charged with her death. Members of her family will actually be there at that bill signing today. The governor will also sign a bill that stops employers from asking for email or social media passwords of employees. Also, a bill that would bar employers from requiring any employee from coming to work on any day that they have jury duty. And he'll sign a bill that gives prosecutors the choice of whether to go after a 90-day jail term for a person convicted of possessing less than 10 grams of marijuana. Once again, that bill signing takes place today at 2 p.m. at the State House in Annapolis. Cherie Johnson, ABC 2 News.
And Maryland Congressman Elijah Cummings will be on hand for his Secret Service training today at Johns Hopkins University. This in response to the Secret Service scandal that accused 12 agents of hiring prostitutes while in Colombia. This will be a day 2 of the ethics training at Johns Hopkins. More than 100 senior and mid-level managers will be taking part. Hopkins has a history of working with the Secret Service. The agency is expected to announce new conduct rules for all agents.
We have an update for you on a water main break that we told you about last night in Dundalk. Crews are still on the scene there this morning. Now, we spoke with Baltimore City Public Works overnight. They say that the crews are still trying to fix the 20-inch main and the 20-inch valve. Now, that break happened at Woodley and Willow Springs. Public Works officials do say it's impacted about 50 homes. If you need bottled water, head to Woodley and Willow Springs to pick some up.
Well, defense attorneys will begin presenting their case today for 2 brothers accused of beating a black teenager while patrolling a Jewish neighborhood in Park Heights. A Baltimore judge denied a motion to drop those charges yesterday. The request came after the state rested its case. Eli and Avi Werdesheim were charged in 2010. Yesterday, the assistant state's attorney told the judge one brother grabbed the teen while the other hit him in the head with a radio. The president of the Shamrock of Baltimore says he believes it was self-defense.
Carroll County deputies have arrested a man they say stabbed his mother. It happened just after 8 o'clock last night in the 500 block of Goldenrod Terrace in Westminster. The woman was flown to shock trauma. No word on her condition this morning. Deputies arrested her son. Police say that they are still trying to figure out a motive.
We've now learned the boys charged with killing a 13-year-old Monet Turnage back in March have admitted to being involved with the accidental shooting death. Police say the boys were playing with a gun when it went off, and they hid the girl's body in a pile of trash. The Baltimore Sun is now reporting the boys made the equivalent of a guilty plea to involuntary manslaughter and being an accessory to a crime. We're told a sentencing will be held later this month.
Police are trying to find the person who hit a 15-year-old boy from Dundalk and left him for dead. Jason Watson was hit while riding his bike along the shoulder of the southbound North Point Boulevard on Saturday just after midnight. Police say he was hit by a Ford Explorer with dark tinted windows. They think it could have front end damage. Watson was treated at shock trauma with severe injuries. Anyone with information should call Baltimore County Police. We're going to pass along that number. It's 410-307-2020.
News time now is 4:36, and educators want to make sure the kids at the Harbor School have the very latest in technology.
Yeah, the valuable tool that students at both Baltimore and Annapolis and those campuses will have in their hands, and just how it got to them.
Also, a column of dust that residents got a glimpse of. What this is, and did it pose any real danger? Details straight ahead. You're waking up to what's new in Baltimore. Good Morning Maryland continues in just a few moments. As we go to break, a live look at I-83, what you need to know about changes coming there, and a live report in minutes.
You're gonna flip for Checkers $3 Chicken and Fish Feast. 2 flavor pack sandwiches, just $3. Checkers Spicy Chicken or Crispy Fish. Choose 2 of the same or 1 of each, just $3. Only at Checkers. Feast on.
I am attorney Stanley Block. If you have a tax problem, you need an experienced professional. For years, I have helped individuals and businesses just like you. Call today to schedule your free consultation and learn how to put an end to your tax issues. Do not try to solve the problem yourself. Call me, Stanley Block. I am the tax problem solver.
Perfect new pair? Meet perfect new sale.
It's VisionWorks 2 for $89 yellow tag clearance. Get 2 complete pairs for $89, including select designer frames and no-line bifocals. VisionWorks.
That works.
What does it take to be a Terrapin? The creativity to design and build inviting solar-powered homes, and the entrepreneurial spirit to launch Google, Under Armour, and the next great business. We are Terrapins. We challenge convention, start movements, embrace the impossible. And inside each of us is the potential for world-changing genius. The University of Maryland. Fear the turtle.
That Social Security claim just got denied. Click it. Those creditors are breathing down your neck. Click it. That speeding truck bashed your bumper. Click it. BaltimoreLaw.tv. When you need information about the law.
You're gonna flip for Checkers $3 Chicken and Fish Feast. 2 flavor pack sandwiches, just $3. Checkers Spicy Chicken or Crispy Fish. Choose 2 of the same or 1 of each, just $3. Only at Checkers. Feast on.
Now, Good Morning Maryland at 4:30.
4:38 right now. Heavy rains continue to fall in eastern China, causing waterlogging and swelling rivers. Look at this. The river and reservoir water levels in northern mountainous areas have already surpassed the warning level. This year's rainfall is heavier than those in previous years.
And a little closer to home, check out this dust devil in Colorado. It looks like a tornado, but didn't pose a real threat. It passed over several buildings in Adams County yesterday. That's near Denver. After several minutes, it just disappeared. No damages or injuries were reported. And Lynette, it's interesting with a storm like this or seeing an event like that. It's really cool to watch, but it's not that strong.
No, it's not that strong. And you know what? We won't have any dust devils here, but we do have our own reduced visibility issues this morning. Fog, patchy fog in some spots. We can see only about 7 miles reduced visibility in Baltimore. Salisbury coming in at 5 and 3 and Culpeper. We want to see the 10s that we're seeing everywhere else across the board. Slowly but surely we will get those as we go through the morning hours. But also we're watching some showers and some thunderstorms working their way in here. Right now we do have some disturbances riding along a frontal boundary. Across the Ohio Valley, we have some showers and thunderstorms there, more of the same in West Virginia. And finally now we are looking at some showers in the state of Maryland right now. So if your travels are taking you into northern Baltimore this morning, Baltimore County, yes, you are looking at some showers there. And also as we head back towards Montgomery County and even Frederick County, dealing with some wet weather. So take the rain gear. You can leave the coat at home for today, though, because these temperatures are quite mild. 59 in Aberdeen, 64 in Bel Air, Chestertown coming in right around 61 degrees. And also, I have to throw in the humidity for good measure. Let's send this over to Megan.
All right, 4:41, time to take a look at traffic right now. You're looking at a live picture of 95. At 695, you can see not a lot of traffic right now, but again, it's still early. We do want to let you know in Towson, though, there is road construction on the right lane, closed at 695 in the outer loop between York Road and Charles Street. Keep that in mind because that'll hold you up if you're heading out the door. And also in Reisterstown, there's road construction, the right lane closed there at 795. You can expect delays. This is around Owings Mills Boulevard. Right now, you're looking at a live picture of 95. At 295, we're going to have more on traffic, especially some tie-ups on 83.
All right, so if you don't have plans this weekend, come hang out with some of us from ABC2. The annual Towson Town Spring Festival is this Saturday and Sunday. ABC2 is a proud sponsor. Stop by our booth in downtown Towson and meet some of the staff. That festival runs Saturday from 10 to 7 and then Sunday from 1 to 7.
That's always a good time. All right, well, it was a story that captured the nation and really shed some light on the dangers of the practice of hazing.
Yeah, coming up in just a bit. Happening now, a press conference later today that could shed new light on the death of a former Florida A&M student, Robert Champion.
Also ahead this morning, the parents of a 3-year-old have a lot of questions for one daycare center. A parent's terrible nightmare straight ahead. You're waking up to what's new in Maryland. As we head to break this morning, a live picture of downtown Baltimore, the Inner Harbor. We'll be right back.
Sun Nurseries, Baltimore Magazine's best nursery. Locally grown annuals, perennials, fruiting plants, trees, and shrubs. Sun Nurseries also offers landscape design and installation within our service area. Sun Nurseries, family owned in Howard County.
I'm done. My skin's so raw.
Try new Gold Bond Friction Defense Stick.
That's new.
Gold Bond Friction Defense soothes skin and reduces friction right on the spot.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Think Bond. Gold Bond.
Perfect new pair? Meet perfect new sale.
VisionWorks is now open in Rosedale, and we're celebrating our grand opening with our 2 for $89 yellow tag clearance. Get 2 pairs of glasses for just $89, including select designer frames and no-line bifocals. Our 2 for $89 yellow tag clearance. Just look for the yellow tags for our lowest price of the season. VisionWorks.
That works. You've been in an accident. You're a victim of medical malpractice. You need advice now. You don't have time to wait. The law offices of Charles A. Gilman are available for you around the clock. Reach us 24/7. Speak to a lawyer that can help you get the financial compensation you deserve. Call for your free consultation. There are no fees unless there is a recovery, and someone is available to speak to you 24/7. Call now to speak to someone now. The law offices of Charles A. Gilman. Available when you are. 410-560-4999.
Reserve your Orioles Legends Celebration Series package now and don't miss a moment of the festivities. Call 888-848-BIRD or visit Orioles.com.
News time 4:44 and 5 things you need to know on this Wednesday. Vice President Joe Biden and his wife are hosting a Cinco de Mayo breakfast at the Naval Observatory today. The Vice President will make brief remarks at the start of that breakfast.
Tonight is your night to give your thoughts about the proposed budget put together by Baltimore Mayor Stephanie Rawlings Blake. The Baltimore City Council is hosting Taxpayers Night that starts at 5 o'clock at City Hall.
And every student at the Baltimore and Annapolis campus of the Harbor School will now have an iPad. The school held an auction this past Saturday, raising money for the purchase of those tablets. Students will get those tablets today.
A ribbon cutting is happening this morning to celebrate the completion of a $6.7 million construction project at the Community College of Baltimore County. Several buildings at the Dundalk campus underwent major renovations, including the library and the bookstore.
And the Florida State's Attorney's Office is holding a news conference today, announcing that it will file charges against several people involved with the death of Florida A&M student Robert Champion Jr. Police suspect that student was beaten to death in a hazing incident. News time now is 4:45. We have a traffic alert to tell you about this morning.
Yeah, if you use the JFX, get ready for some major headaches. More headaches. ABC 2 News' Linda So is here to tell us about new construction changes that are going to affect your commute. Linda.
Yeah, construction on the JFX has been going on for several weeks now. You may have noticed that sign encouraging people to use an alternative route and left lane closed near the 28th Street Bridge. Well, beginning tomorrow, expect that backup to get even worse. Starting tomorrow night from 10 until 4 in the morning, traffic will be completely stopped in the northbound lanes of the JFX. That will happen every night until Sunday. Crews have to do a major excavation to repair underground drainage pipes that have collapsed. Transportation officials say the repairs are needed to prevent portions of the highway from falling apart.
We will have multiple times when we're going to do this overnight closure, probably throughout the month. So this is something that's people should expect every night, that the one direction or the other will be closed.
Now, the construction is expected to last for the next 6 weeks. We have a list of alternate routes posted on our website at abc2news.com. Meanwhile, you're being advised to use those alternate routes. We're live near the JFX. Linda So, ABC 2 News.
And ABC 2 is working for you every morning with the latest on the traffic conditions on Good Morning Maryland. We want to introduce you to Lauren Cook. She's joined the ABC 2 News morning team, and she has everything you need to know on the latest conditions. She'll be starting with us very soon, so just like her on Facebook. You can get a complete access and you can find a link to her page from ours. Just scroll down to the bottom of your screen a little.
All right, we all know sitting in traffic can be a real headache, but there is some good news for our area. Maryland did not make the list of the nation's most congested highways. Now, according to the American Transportation Research Institute and the Federal Highway Administration, Chicago's I-290 topped the list at number 1.
4:47 right now. If you don't have time to make lunch before you head out the door for work this morning, chances are you might be eating out. Well, we have some tips on how you can get a filling meal without loading up on all those fast food calories. One trick we're told is to keep those hidden calories off the plate. This is what health experts say. They say mix things like croutons and salad dressing. Put them on the side of your salad. And if you like Mexican food, skip the tortilla and go with the bowl. There's an option there if you have it. And then if you have dressing up on the sub or the salad, they say skip the cheese, the mayo, and the avocado.
I tell you what a fantastic option is, vinegar. Believe it or not, just a little bit of balsamic vinegar. Not vinaigrette, because vinaigrette is vinegar and oil.
All right, so before you order any fast food meal, it's suggested that you pick up a nutrition guide which breaks down all the calories, fat, and sodium. All right, we're letting a secret out of the bag. Off the menu items that are available at fast food chains, but you won't find them listed. For example, you can get a chocolate Dalmatian at Starbucks. That is half mocha, half white. Or you can try ordering a rodeo burger with a side of frings. This is available at Burger King. That is a cheeseburger with barbecue sauce and onion rings. You're not going to find these items on the menu, but you can order them. They come from fans and customers who post this information online.
News time now, 4:48. We told you about this yesterday. A big announcement. The creator of Facebook now says it was his girlfriend who sparked the idea of announcing that you're an organ donor to your friends on your page. Facebook officials say they're trying to get the word out about the good organ donors and what they can do. And here's how Mark Zuckerberg says the whole thing started.
Our dinner conversations are often about Facebook and kids and the kids that she's meeting, and she'll see them getting sicker, and then all of a sudden an organ becomes available, and it's like she comes home and it's like her face is all lit up because, someone's life is going to be better because of this.
Now, more than 100,000 Americans are waiting for an organ right now. Nearly 7,000 may die this year if they don't receive a transplant. Facebook has 900 million users around the world, so Zuckerberg hopes this can make a big difference.
News around the nation right now. 5 people are being held in Cleveland after being charged with plotting to blow up a suburban bridge. Federal authorities describe the suspect as anarchists, angry with corporations and the government.
The defendants planted the explosives at the base of the bridge. The defendants armed the explosives. The defendants left and went to a remote site, and they then, sitting there, entered the codes that they thought would blow up a bridge with innocent people traveling over it.
A federal prosecutor says the group had been working for months with an FBI informant that was put the public never in danger, though. So stay tuned, because coming up at 6 o'clock this morning, we're going to have a live report and new reaction coming out of Cleveland.
Well, a daycare center in Westport, Massachusetts, now under investigation this morning after a child was allegedly left alone. A mother says her husband went to pick up her 3-year-old daughter on Monday, but the building was locked and the staff gone, but the little girl was still inside. A staff member says that girl was incorrectly checked off as being picked up. Child Services is now investigating.
Well, meanwhile, in Tulsa, women there are getting a good workout, feeling good about themselves at the same time. The creator says it's time to ditch the sneakers and put on some stilettos. All right, she calls it Tammy's Stiletto Workout Fitness Camp. And balance, my friends, is key because they do the same exercises that you would in an aerobics class. We're talking squats, lunges, you name it. But you might be wondering, is this safe? Doctors say one false move could end you up out of that stiletto and in a cast. I would imagine so.
I'm wearing mine right now.
Your stilettos?
Yes.
Your stilettos. Ashley would be good for that. Our producer.
She rocks the stilettos at 4 in the morning.
Exactly. I'm not wearing stilettos. I don't even wear heels. You want to see? You think I look cute in the morning? This is what I wear.
And I have to wear them if I'm going to stand next to Lynette.
Really?
Really?
That's the shoe of choice?
That's the shoe of choice. It's comfort. I go for comfort instead of cuteness. So there you have it.
So you won't be working out in the stilettos?
I will not be working out in the stilettos. But you know what? Today, maybe in the afternoon, you could work out. Right now, we're dealing with some showers across the area. Let me show you what's going on Maryland's most powerful radar as of now. As we zoom in some spots here, we will take a radar tour where we're seeing some showers now coming in around Tawnytown and points southward. Union Bridge, you're getting in on that. All this is sliding off towards the east as of now. We're also getting some showers pushing in around Fawn Grove and also Jarrettsville along I-83. You're heading across the border. You're going to be running into some wet weather this morning. And then take you to Montgomery County and also Howard County. You're still seeing some showers there moving along I-70 right now. So a good little shower coming down across that area. That will be the scenario for this morning. And as we go into the afternoon, well, we do have a chance for some more thunderstorms in the forecast, and also they could become a little bit on the severe side. So the Storm Prediction Center does have us in a slight risk for severe weather. The biggest threats would be damaging winds and also some large hail, and basically it's across the entire area for this afternoon. Now, right now, temperatures are quite mild. 62 degrees in Baltimore, 63 in Easton. You have that warm air mass out there that's going to help fuel some of those thunderstorms this afternoon. 7-mile visibility this morning, so we're also dealing with patchy fog. You shake it up in the bag, you pull something out, we have it this morning. All this is courtesy of this area of low pressure riding along this stationary front, so we'll have disturbances as we go through the remainder of today. Future trend picking up on the fact, well, we will have some showers and thunderstorms possible continuing as we go into the afternoon, tomorrow, and then even the day after that. Over to you guys.
All right, it is 4:53. Let's take a look out on the roads. I-695 and the Baltimore-Washington Parkway, or 295. Remember, they're going to have changes out there on 295 near Arundel Mills Mall. Announcements on that coming up as they get ready to open the casino. That's coming up in June. Also, we've got construction at 695 at Quarantine Road in Curtis Bay. You've still got tie-ups there. Also, 795 in Reisterstown. They've got construction, and we want to remind you that highways on 29 North. They've got construction between Highway 40 and 103 in Howard County, so you can expect the tie-ups and the traffic cameras. They are out this morning. Also, a live look this morning at I-95 north of Maryland 100. You see traffic already beginning to build up, so plan accordingly as you make your way out. Well, he co-founded the Apple computer right in his parents' garage.
Well, the special exhibit is coming to the Smithsonian. We're going to tell you more about this, what it'll show off. Steve Jobs' extraordinary work and how he's being honored today.
You want to make a bet as to whether or not I'm going to go?
I know you're going to go.
And tourists trapped more than 190 feet above ground. How firefighters were able to get them down from this monument. Details when we take a look around the world. And Good Morning Maryland continues. What's new now and next, and a live look. Is that Bora Bora?
That is the Philippines. Looks nice, doesn't it?
Warm thoughts.
Exactly. Warm thoughts on this Wednesday morning. We'll be right back.
Ready to reinvent your career? Complete your master's degree at Stevenson University. On-site or online, Stevenson offers a dedicated career advisor to support your professional advancement through our innovative career reinvention workshops. Learn the latest ways to polish your interviews, resume, and salary negotiation skills. Stevenson University offers master's degree programs and career workshops for today's in-demand careers. Attend our next career workshop or information session. Register at accelerate.stevenson.edu.
If you have satellite and slow DSL, you've been missing out. With Xfinity On Demand, you get thousands of free movies and TV shows that you can watch anytime on TV, or you can stream them online with Xfinity Internet. It's your TV and internet working together to surround you with the ultimate entertainment experience only from Xfinity. Satellite and slow DSL have nothing like this. Switch to Xfinity from Comcast for $89.99 a month for 12 months. Plus, get StreamPix included for a year. Call 1-800-XFINITY today.
Have you ever imagined having your own outdoor paradise? For years, our customers have told us again and again how Cambridge paving stones with Armortech have changed the way they live. And I can say for years, because Cambridge paving stones made with Armortech means the color will never fade and will look the same for years to come. The best outdoor living ideas come from Cambridge.
Cambridge paving stones with Armortech will always look like new.
When you visit a shopping center, a bar, or stay in a hotel, you have reason to believe that you're safe in doing so. Unfortunately, we meet clients who later learn that this very business has been the place of criminal violence. More shocking is the fact that the business owner knew of the violence, but did nothing to protect you, the consumer. Many times, these business owners are responsible for your injuries. Call the Cochran Firm at 1-800-THE-FIRM. The Cochran Firm, America's law firm.
Now, Good Morning Maryland at 4:30.
4:56, a man who was arrested while dressed as Frosty the Snowman during a holiday parade has been charged again. Kevin Walsh of Chestertown was arrested on Sunday for disorderly conduct. Police say he was yelling profanities on the sidewalk at police. Back in November, the man dressed as Frosty and then scuffled with police and allegedly kicked a police dog.
And a person was hit and killed yesterday by a marked train in Rosedale. Authorities say it happened just before 7:30 where Schaefer Lane crosses the train tracks close to Route 40. The marked train was traveling south at the time of the crash. Passengers on board were then transferred to another train. Police have yet to release the identity of the person who was killed. No word yet on why they were on the tracks. Well, today, the late Steve Jobs will be honored for his work. The co-founder of Apple will be inducted into the National Inventors Hall of Fame. A ceremony will be held today in Alexandria, Virginia. And on the subject of Mr. Jobs, in just more than a week, a new exhibit will feature the Apple co-founder. The Smithsonian Institute